And it's actually the positivity gives you the motivation and makes things go smoothly. And especially, in interacting with people. But actually having the slightly negative sort of, or being mindful of the dangers out there, actually, it sets the conditions where you can prepare properly for it. But a lot of people, they know the dangers that are out there, but they head towards the dangers anyway, and they don't prepare for it. See, there's a self-defeating mistake. And then, when something happens, they're like, see, I knew it. And that creates the negative spiral. And then to the point where the next time even a mile away, they say, I'm not going to touch that. I'm not even going to try. I'll give it a shot because I'm sure you're not like that.
Oh, I am. See, I don't show that way, but I am, But, one thing you said in the book that people thought that you are a very extroverted person, but actually you're introverted. And I'm surprised.
I'm totally an introvert.
I'm surprised about that. You don't think of yourself as still an introvert.
Well, I hide it pretty well. A lot of introverts hide it pretty well.
Okay.
And I think people think that introverts have to be, wallflowers, but not really. It's just a state of mind where you're more comfortable. But we also, have times where we step out of our comfort zone, right? And so you just learn to step out of your comfort zone until it becomes comfortable. But still, if you ask me, where's my home, like in my heart, I'm an introvert. And that's part of the reason why I actually became a DJ. See, most people don't know this, and I will actually say this on the record here. Most people think that I become DJs because, hey, it's cool, I want to be partying. No, I became a DJ because I love to be around people, but actually I'm really, really afraid of big crowds.
So you like to be around people, but you're a quiet kind of person around
I actually get really withdrawn in these kind of party situations. Yeah, and so when you have, I can be great on one-on-one conversation, right? But you get a group of people, then I usually become like the one that's more quiet.
Same here.
Yeah, but still, I love to be around people. I love the vibe when people are happy and positive, and I get influenced by that. So what's the best way to be? You want to be in a position where you don't really have to talk to people, but you can always be around people, and you can even influence the vibe of the party.
Yeah.
A DJ.
Okay.
See, I never have to talk to anybody, And actually, when people come to talk to me, I'm just like, hey, yeah. Sorry, I'm busy, It's a great way to be. And as a DJ, you're always one step ahead of the party because you have to think about the next song. So you're kind of like a little bit like the oracle, And I don't like to say I'm the center of the party. I don't want to be the center of the party, but I want to be the person who can sort of like, give the vibe to the environment.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm happiest.
Now, in this book, you were mentioning about actually 9 habits of, help me. 9 habits of
getting lucky or
getting lucky?
Of a good luck life.
Oh, a good luck life.
Yeah.
And you said that actually out of the 9 habits, the one that's hardest for you was tuning to the right frequency or something? Yeah. There is one, right?
Yeah, tuning to the right frequency is a catch term for 3 habits, 3 of the habits.
Okay.
Yeah. And basically, if we think of ourselves as a radar dish, right? Even when they're looking in the SETI project or something like that, right? They have to tune to a certain frequency, and then they analyze the data from that frequency, right? If you just look at all frequencies, it's just a mess.
Right.
But we live in a full spectrum world. So all the time we have things bombarding us from all senses. And our brain actually chooses what to focus on. So there are these experiments, Daniel Simons from Harvard University did this one about inattentional blindness, where a bunch of people passing the basketballs, right? And people who are focused on the basketball passing miss a big gorilla that walks right into the court and actually pounds his chest and walks off.
I saw him.
A lot of people, oh, you saw him? Okay, well, great. About 50% of the people will see him on the first viewing, right? But then, a lot of times when you're driving, you can't do 3-digit multiplication and drive at the same time. Exactly, because we have a limited bandwidth.
Equipped you are.
Yeah, but we can be in a crowded room and, really noisy environment, and somebody calls your name from really far. And you can be in the middle of a conversation, you hear it. So what does that mean? That means the data stream is coming to our brain, and our brain chooses what to focus on. So how do you set the frequency so that you tune into the things that are helpful to you and don't keep dwelling on the things that are not helpful to you, the things that are taking up bandwidth? So in that whole section, I basically talk about, first of all, how do you clear your mind? A lot of times we're carrying excess baggage in our mind. there are ways, there are techniques that are proven in laboratory where you can download your thoughts basically and sort of get them out of the way for a brief period to clear your head, right? So you can think clearly. And then when you're thinking clearly, you set those frequencies. You tune into what's most important for you right now, but you're rational about it. So you make a plan. So it's really, it's a rational way. It's nothing like The Secret where you just believe and then something will happen, right? But it's a source of planning, but then, you know, setting the right environment. You put into your mind that, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on. And then you actually widen your focus and you go about your day. And then you actually find all sorts of ways to basically seek random bits of information. And somehow they will all gel together if you tune your frequency right. Yeah, and that's the kind of amazing thing. But because it's actually is in the literature and it's been proven in studies, so I believe that it really works, and it works for me definitely.
Yeah, but that's the part that you say you still kind of need work on in tuning up.
No, the part that I need to work on is actually clearing my mind.
Clearing mind. So
yeah, when people say that, you know, you need to meditate and you need to do that,
yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that. So this book is written for people who cannot meditate. Yeah, for like more than 5 minutes, I forget about it.
Refresh my memory. So what do you do? I mean, you're not good at meditating. So what was the way?
Well,
I forgot now. You said in the book.
There's 2 or 3 different things that you can do. One of them is you can take a sheet of paper and stream of consciousness, write down every single little thing that comes into your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, David Allen talks about in his Getting Things Done, which is this really big system, executive action system that, you know, a lot of people really subscribe to, and he calls it clearing your psychic RAM. That when you're carrying too many things in your RAM, it's just like a computer. When the RAM is full, the computer slows down, and we're just like computers also. And there's a lot of things where, because of the mind-body connection, when you physically write it down, your brain is tricked into thinking that, well,
putting it down.
It's remembered somewhere. And so it relaxes the hold a little bit. And so when you spend about 5 or 10 minutes clearing your mind like that, then you can get a sense of peace. It's much better than if I'm just going to sit here and sort of think about peaceful things.
Right.
Yeah, because you already have very narrow bandwidth.
Yeah. I should probably try that. You know, trying to, you know, read through your books, so I didn't really put into practice all the little exercises you have in there, but I'll probably go back on the book and put some of them into practice.
Please let me know if it works for you.
Okay, I will. Well, it's really been a great joy talking to you, and it's amazing what you've done, you know, up to this point of your life, with all the things that you've wanted to do as a kid, and I think you've had your moments, you know, just having those childhood days and everything. But then to think about writing this book, and actually not just to help yourself, but actually to help most people around you, right?
Thank you, Shirley. I mean, for me, you know, life is like a story. We're always constructing our narrative, and just like I said before, life happened to me, right? Okay. And then because my father also used me as a subject to write many popular books, and so I felt like I was of use without me even intentionally becoming that. And now I found a way to make myself hopefully be useful to a great many people. Great. And I feel blessed in that way.
That is great. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you,
I believe you have a story to end our talk today.
Oh, story to end. Well, you know what? I think we'll save that for another time.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
sounds great.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Me.
It's about memory. It's about memory and the role of memory. But maybe
that
I'll write
could
that
be
into
another
a future
book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, John.
Thank you, Shirley.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin.